They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now here's Ross. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll start with the option. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The Bengal ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is,
and he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
12 more yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. These two teams all tied after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, that'll be complete to Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score. Ravens 14. Bengals 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Burrow.
7 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Out of bounds.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
John Ross.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
And a yard at the 32-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And his throw here's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was tackled.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Bengals.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Cincinnati.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
And ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Mostert now to return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 44-yard line, a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Down at the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st down, Bengals.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down. Mixon, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Baltimore Ravens.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 14.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bengals 17. Tucker McCann set.
McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They go play action with Burrow. Slings this deep from the... He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete.
Terry McLaurin, 82 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
Jason Myers for the extra
Might be
point.
seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Check, you know it. I got you. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Here we go.
From the 31, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
33-yard line.
On the option, Jackson will keep it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
59 mark, 59 mark. Hey, middle. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Mike, bring it on.
From the gun, Jackson. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game.
He is good. Makes the score Ravens 28, Bengals 24. Tucker McCann set.
McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. It's Mixon on the counter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 12 at the 14-yard line.
You must be getting tough. 95 is the save. Now check his right. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 95 is Mike. Watch 95.
Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it.
Number 8.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. The 30, the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. You don't want nothing. Get some.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Bengals 24.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. He's back to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
The score, Ravens.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Baltimore, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here.